I like to speak on some topics like normal to get us to wake up. This is your Power Wake Up Movement. I am your Power Brother, and I'm encouraging you to be awakened. I'm encouraging and inspiring my people to change your mindset. This is where we must start the process, rebuilding ourselves. I speak about the issues to give you the solution from my perspective. And it's facts. I do research, I do a lot of reading, and I've been awakened. And there's a lot going on the minute I stand up or we as people stand up. We know we're gonna get the backlash. But what's crazy, I see more backlash from our own people. But it's not surprising because our own people don't even see it. We've been conditioned to self-hate each other. And if you don't know your history, you don't know where it came from. Lack of knowing our history is a lack of power, but it's a lack of it happening again. It's called awareness. You want to be aware of what happened to us so we can prevent it from happening again. I call this the self-hate must go, because it must go. It came from our past. House Negro and the field Negro never got along. Field Negro was trying to run, get away off that plantation, and the house Negro always ran his mouth for his snitching. House Negro was the white man's best friend. It was. That's why he was able to be so close with him. You know, he set up in the house while he had his way with some of our women. This is the dirty stuff about the history that we need to know so we can understand these people and understand what we against. To understand them, to understand us and the condition we in. Then you had another scenario for us, the fair skinned people, a little bit of light skin, brown skin. You was able to own some slaves. Some of our own people owned some of our own people. Enslavement. Some of our own people sold out some of our people for the liquor or guns so they can capture us into slavery to control us. Do your history so you can know. I'm just a brother going through the transformation, doing this work in history, and woke up to stand up and trying to give y'all, encourage y'all to see it for yourself, because this is how we can repair ourselves. We got to be awakened to what's done happened to us so we can slowly repair ourselves. I'm giving you the facts and what it is because I'm building a self-help program for rebuilding ourselves so we can re-heal ourselves as people. But only how we're going to get through this, you got to want to. You got to choose and you got to see it. If you don't see it, you're going to keep on being the program robot, best way to call it, to keep being ignorant and hating each other and fighting each other. I don't see how people can sit up and play a video game and knowing when you're on the team to say, stop fighting, stop shooting your teammates and shoot the enemy. But in reality, in life, we're fighting each other. People don't realize the game of life is getting played on us, and we the characters in this system, this game. We getting played in this game. We really ain't opened our eyes. I see it every day. We worried about these celebrities, and they ain't worried about us. Support these teams and organizations, and none of them have built up the hoods or ghettos or streets. It's going along to get along. It's hate, self-hate. Because if you love yourself and you know who you are, you'll do for your people. Because you got to love yourself to love your people. Facts. I'm telling you what it is. You see it every day. Ain't nobody looking for a handout, but end of the day, it's people out here that got wealth can make a difference, but they choose not to. Because they forgot about where they come from or they choose not to stand up. Now, I'm telling people, it's one or the other. You gonna stand up or shut up and enjoy being oppressed? Because I choose to stand up for my people and for my kids and the ones before us, the ones that's coming after us. Because it must be done. This is our time to go along with it or stand up. I choose to stand up. And it feels good to stand up because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing it for. I know what we against. And it's one or the other. You're going to fight against the system or you're going to go along with the system. You don't want looking like a chump and a coward and the darn dog that can sit. Anybody can sit, but you got a choice as a man or as a woman, as a person, as a human being to stand up to fight back against this system that's holding everybody down. It's pretty sad to see, acknowledge what's going on in this world and nobody really talking about the problems to have the solutions to fixing these problems because majority of the people are getting rich off this. You name it. Every industry, everybody's making money off us as people that's mentally damaged and traumatized people. People in general. The world is crumbling beyond us, right beneath us. And nobody is acknowledging our minds and our condition because people choose to go along to get along. Like I tell people, if you want change, you got to seek the knowledge that have the power for change. You got to make a choice in your life to stand up for change. You got to see it for yourself. That's why I say I'm encouraging, inspiring, uplifting my people in my community and on social platforms to wake up so they can see it for themselves. So we can all make this transformation as people. And I promise you, it'll be better on the other end. You can't be scared. I know that's what slavery did to us. It's been scientific proven. We can't have no fear. Because if we don't stand up now, it's going to get a lot worse. My mother told me that when I was a kid, and then it got a lot worse. And she told me she didn't expect it to be this bad when I recently asked her. How much are we going to sit back, allow ourselves to get oppressed and taken advantage of? And for the suckers that choose to sit and don't want to stand up for your people, do what I've been saying or do what you've been doing. Nothing. Shut up and keep it moving. While us as people come together, we're going to work on it. I'm calling it a 5-year wake-up plan. Encouraging our people to wake up. Encouraging our people to do their research so we can get on code to understand each other, so we can respect each other and start loving each other and get the hate out our lives and out our communities and out our lives, out our eyesight. Because y'all are asleep in a coma for 400 plus years. If you knew your history, you'll know how. We are POWs, prisoners of war. We didn't choose this. You got to understand this was designed for it to still be going on to this very day. It's the reason why they have not gave us our reparations we demand. It's the reason why we disrespect ourselves and each other. Answer your how and why. Understand what we've been through. We are traumatized people that live in a trauma life. Until you wake up to rebuild yourself for true healing, you will keep on replaying this trauma lifestyle. I'm just trying to give my people an insight to what we got to do before we get out here and go fight, before we do anything. We got to change the way we think so we can change our environment. If we don't change our environment, the cycle will continue. But only how you going to see to change the environment, to change anything in life, you got to be awakened in life. You got to be woke, people. The knowledge is within you. We actually superhuman people. We're the only people that get energy off the sun. We're the only people to say we've been here the longest. We can go back in our memory, the access to over 100,000 years of memory to access. Us as the African, we're the most unique people. But you got to understand what the history holds of. Why they hold us back. Why do they hate us? Why they get joy out of killing us? I'm trying to get us to wake up to see it so we can get on code, so we can understand, support each other. Buy a t-shirt to show unity. powerinc.com. I'm in the streets and I try to get many people I can to come together to clean up certain areas in the neighborhood. Some of the basics. That's one thing we do. We have a fashion show. I have it every other year. We're going to have a block party this year, and we're going to have a Camp Power this year. And I'm inspiring my people to wake up. I'm about change, and I'm not distracted. I don't watch TV no more. It's distracting. It's part of the system. It's part of the program. We don't own it. Just wake up and realize, people, everything is censored and ran by these very people. It's the reason why they hold us at the bottom, so we can't just do the basics as come together. They don't want us to do nothing. They want us to stay exactly where we at, going along to get along and staying at the bottom, being broke, not really having wealth. I'm talking about real wealth, people. Because one of us, just like Michael Jordan, a lot of these suckers can get that money and forget about their people. That's exactly what they want you to do. They like robots. It's kind of amazing to me how a person be so content to do something. And you see these people that got the money to easily change lives and choose not to. But we support them. What we support people for that don't support us? Because they look like us? They ain't never heard that phrase? All skin folks ain't kin folks? Know your history. Know why we shouldn't be supporting them. We got to do for ourselves as people so we can save this planet that we own. Save the planet that we was given. It's ours. They're holding us back for a reason. They know we gifted. They didn't just wake up and just enslave us. You got to know why. Because we are creators and inventors. We can change the world within a second. Because once you start seeking and knowing your history and knowing the knowledge, feeling the power, you wake up. You be awoke. You be awake. You come out that coma and feel the power. I'm not your preacher. I'm not giving you the news. I'm giving you facts. I'm trying to give you a foundation. I'm trying to give you a direction. Give you some knowledge. I speak on knowledge, which is power. Stop the hate in each other. Stop playing this damn game for them to sit back to keep laughing at us. Stop fighting your brother and sister. We need to be fighting this system that's holding all of us back. All of us. Just blow my mind some of the podcasts I come across and people bash each other. Hate on each other. We do exactly what the so-called untouchables want us to do. We choose to stay divided. When will you say enough is enough? When? Like I said, this is a self-help program that I'm building. And we can all do it as people together, transforming ourselves to reprogram ourselves. It's going to take some time, but it must be done. If you really want a difference for life and our children and for yourself, so you can stop drinking yourself into a deeper sleep, smoking yourself into a deeper sleep, to really enjoy it, you got to be awakened. The change is going to come from every one of us. So I'm encouraging everybody to wake up to see it for yourself. We are all leaders in our own way. I'm not stepping out there to be that leader for nobody. I don't want that title because we all leaders in our own way. That's how you create a target. Y'all ain't paid attention. So when somebody get tall enough, they knock them down. And what we do? Nothing. We go back to our lanes. Go back doing the same. Wake up and pay attention to society. Be a radical thinker to understand how everything around us been built intentionally to keep us at the bottom. Like I said, I speak about the issues to give you the solution from my perspective. This is a self-help program for rebuilding ourselves so we can heal ourselves as people. I am your para brother checking out. Till next time, be a subscriber, like my video, support me. Get a t-shirt so we can slowly transform. And y'all can see where money go from Power Inc. back into the neighborhood for us people, for us as people, for true change. Till next time, let's protect each other. Be power. Be safe, be easy.